Given the screenshot of the website that you need to create, how would you create this using HTML and CSS and using the Lego concept? So using the Lego concept, you should first think about what big boxes you would need. By looking at this, what are some biggest boxes that you can put to put a lot of smaller boxes? By looking at it, and there are different ways that you can do this, but one way that you can do is you can group all of this into one division, and maybe you call it header. You can group all of this into one container division and call it maybe sidebar. You could group all of this into a single division, maybe call it main content, and you would put that would be a block, that would be an inline block, that would be an inline block. Now you can specify the width and height of this inline block, and you can do display, you can do the vertical align top so that it would start from the top. Okay, so that's how it is done. So you put those three boxes. Now inside the header division, how would you break this down? What are some big boxes that you see? Again, there is not just one right way to do this, but one thing you could say is maybe why don't I have three boxes? One on the top right there, and why don't I call that one in the middle another box, give it a name, and why don't I call this another box? And then that one is a block, that one is a block, that one is a block, because it occupies all of the width, right? So now looking at this box, the top box over here, how would you break this down? I hope you're starting to see the concept. Maybe that one is one block right there, and there are different ways to do this, but maybe what you could do is you can say maybe that one is one block there, or maybe what might be better is why don't I put all of this into a box like that and have this be a box. Alright, and maybe inside this one you can even break it further by having that be within that box and having this, and you can have that be inside a box as well. So it's boxes that are neatly stacked. Now the box can be a div, or in that case you may do a ULLI where that line is a border for the list. So that box could be UL, that could be paragraph, that could be H1, that could be an image. It doesn't have to be just a division. But anyway, the concept is you would create big boxes first and then zoom through. How would you do that? Okay, you won't have all these small boxes hanging around. You're gonna put bigger boxes. You would maybe put a box over here. Maybe you put another big box over here that goes through all that. And maybe inside of this, you break it down into two parts. One is one that covers up to here. And then what would be the other one? The one that goes over here. See how the boxes are neatly stacked with each other? If you do this way, using the Lego concept, you should be able to build your HTML and CSS a lot faster. And again, after all the web application, whether it's written in PHP, Ruby, Python, C#, Java, or whatever, at the end, they're all producing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So it's essential that you learn how to quickly create HTML and CSS, because that is exactly what we're going to create as we learn some of the backend programming languages. So use the Lego concept, and this will help you tremendously. Good luck.